Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday morning. I want to say thank y'all for joining me for this podcast. For those of you who make it in the chat, I would appreciate it if you give this video a thumbs up so that my video or this video can go into rotation to be played. Today, I am going to be talking about position. And I'm going to get right on into this because this is not going to be something that is going to be long. I just have a couple of things that I want to say this morning. If you come in the chat and if you don't write a comment because I'm doing this from my phone, but if you come into the chat and I don't acknowledge you, please don't take it personal because the comments, when they pop up, they don't pop up for too long, okay? They come up and then they go. Today I'm going to be talking about positioning, your position. I'm speaking on this because we sometimes don't know how to own our position, the position that the Most High Yah has called or placed you to be in your life. And when we start our journey, sometimes we may ask ourselves these questions, or someone else may ask ourselves, or someone else may ask a question. The first question people ask is, how did you get there? When they have seen you do something for a very long time, or they may be seeing you do something for the very first time, they want to know, how did you get there? Okay? Number 2, who do you think you are? Sometimes people wonder, who do you think you are? Because they see you doing something and they be trying to figure out, who does this person think they are? Hey, Sharon, good morning, Queen. Who do this person think they are? Okay. Number 3, who gave you the right? Who gave you the right to do this thing? People, when they don't understand something, when they don't understand why that thing exists, when they don't understand the purpose or the plan, it's confusing to them. So they will ask those questions. But this is my question to you. You have to know who you are, and you have to own your position. And what I mean by that is, it doesn't matter how you got there. It doesn't matter how you got there. When the Most High Yah has favor over your life, not just over your life, He has favor over you, in you, and through your life. And when He has put something in you to give birth to, you have to be okay when people ask those type of questions. Because when people don't know, they don't know. When you first start on your journey, we expect for everybody to like us, to enjoy the thing that we do, to support us. But I'm here to tell you that the Most High will send the people to support the plan. God is going to send the people to support that plan, whatever that thing is that He has orchestrated in your life for you to do. He's going to send the people to support the plan. When we start, we want everybody to support us. We want everybody to understand the cause. We want everybody to recognize who we are. But everybody is not going to do that. That's beautiful, Sharon. I know that's right. Everybody isn't going to do that. Everybody isn't going to be happy for you. Everybody isn't going to want to help you on this journey. So you have to go to a source or sources, people that you can trust, people that you know that has your best interest in mind, who is going to help you along your journey. But you must know who you are, and you must own your position. You must own it. When God has called you to do something, He has already given you everything you need to do that thing. This is how awesome He is. This is how awesome He is. When He has called you to do something, when there is something in you that you need to give birth to, you have it already. You have everything you need. Sometimes we become confused because when He has called us to do something, we think in our minds that we don't have all the necessary tools. But you have everything already. All you have to do is to develop it. When you put in the work and you put in the time, you will see the results. Good morning, Queen April. You will see the results. When it is something that is in you to give birth to, you have everything you need already. All you got to do is take the time to develop it. And as you are going along on your journey and you are developing that thing, you will see the results. Your life has been orchestrated. Your life has been orchestrated. The Most High has a plan for your life. He has a calling for your life. There is something specific that only you can do, that only you can give to the world. But you have to be open to who you are. You have to know who you are, and you have to own the position, and you have to have the understanding that everybody around you isn't going to understand that thing. You have to have the understanding that you have to be open and to willing to learn the things you need to learn about your journey. The people are going to come to support the plan. You are never, ever alone on this journey. Sometimes we feel like we are alone. You are never, ever alone. Anything that God has put in you to do, anything that He has given you permission to give birth to, He has His angels put into place for every step that you decide to take on your journey. Every step that you decide to take on your journey, He already has people in place to help you along your way. You just have to have the understanding that you can do this thing and change the way you think about who you are. If you think that your life won't ever amount to anything. If you think that you don't have what it takes, if you feel like you are wasting your time, if you feel like you've been doing this thing for a certain amount of time and you're not seeing the results, you have to keep showing up for that thing. You have to keep showing up. You have to keep doing your work. You have to keep pouring and reaching and exposing yourself to things that is going to help you on your journey. The plan that he has for you is an awesome plan, but you have to own your position. You have to know that you can do this thing, because whatever that thing is meant for you and only you. It is not meant for anyone else. You have to understand that your difference is going to set you apart from everybody else. That's why you're different. Sometimes we can't always be in everything because the alignment that we need to be in, because you have to be in alignment with the assignment that he has on your life. And if you are around the street or up the corner, if you are around the street or up the corner or doing things that you weren't called to do, then sometimes the plan that he has for you can be forfeited, because that's not what he's called you to do. You can't be everywhere doing everything. You have to commit yourself to one thing. And when you commit yourself to one thing, that one thing that you commit yourself to can open up doors to many things. But you have to be committed to one thing. One thing. So you can't, when you feel like you're not worthy, you don't have what it takes, you can't do this thing, everything that you have just said to yourself is a lie. It is a lie. You have been made, you're a phenomenal being. Your potential is so overwhelming. When you allow yourself to be open to the gifts and the talents that he has for your life could be awesome. But you have to be willing to allow yourself to walk in your greatness. You can't be afraid to do whatever it is that he has called you to do. He's going to send the people to support the plan. You have to know who you are and own your position. So April, I'm going to answer that question. April, you had a question. You said you have a hard time staying focused. Can you write that question in for me again, please? Good morning, Sharon and April. Thank y'all so very much for joining me. April, can you write that question in for me again, please? You said you're having a problem with staying focused. So that's basically what I wanted to come to you all to talk about, was own your position and know who you are. You still here, April? Okay. So with that being said, y'all, it is 15 minutes into the chat. I'm going to get off of here, and I want to say, well, let me tell you something about that. Whenever you start a new project, whenever you are doing something new, sometimes you have to wait for all your ideas to come to you. Because on my journey, I find that sometimes I'll go out and I'll buy supplies. And at the time when I get my supplies, I don't always know what I am going to make with them. Sometimes I buy stuff from the Dollar Tree, or I go to Michael's or Joann Fabrics and I get stuff and I set it on the shelf, because at that time I haven't made a decision on what I am going to create. So don't get hard on yourself if you go out and you buy stuff because you say you have a hard time staying focused. Don't get so hard on yourself. The ideas will come to you. They will come to you. As long as you are open, those ideas will come. Because you may have bought those supplies for one thing, but you may wind up using them for another thing. Because when you're a crafter and you go to the store, you think about all the stuff that you want to make, but then when you get home, sometimes it don't go that way. Okay? It don't go that way. You may buy your supplies and you may say, "Oh, I'm going to make this with it." Yeah. So don't get hard on yourself. Just take one day at a time. You're not going to get all your ideas aren't going to come all at once. All your ideas aren't going to come. And sometimes your best ideas take time to come. Okay, so I wanted to share that with you. Sometimes your best ideas, they take time to come. Okay? So I'm going to get off of here. It is 17 minutes into the chat. I want to say thank y'all so very much for joining me. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you all. For those of you who come, give me thumbs ups and write comments and chat amongst each other. I thank y'all for that, because that's so very important. So once again, I may be coming back later because today is Saturday. I may be coming back later to do another chat to talk to you all about something else. So I want to say thank y'all so very much. If you are still in here and you have not given this chat a thumbs up, please make sure you thumbs up this here video. And I want to say I love you guys. Thank y'all so very much. And y'all enjoy your Saturday. Until my next podcast, peace and blessings. See ya. You're welcome.